So, first things first, we need to go here. We need this knob. While we're here, we'll do this puzzle. So this is quite simple. We need to move all these blue weird shapes all in line, which is relatively easy, seeing as it's basically kind of, it's a pain in the arse sometimes this game is to play. Like I said before, the mouse, it just feels weird. Sometimes the puzzle, your mouse doesn't sometimes get on the hot spot of an item, and it's very, can be finicky. So what we need to do is, this goes into the wall. This is quite an easy puzzle. We have to get this line. It needs to be, all these need to be lined up basically. Not all in the same row, but each one, this line basically has to pass through one of these gaps. It's a lot simpler than you'd expect. So if you do it like one by one, you'll soon come to a point where it all just falls into place. So there you go, that's 3. Another one. In fact, I'll do that one there. Okay, I did this problem last time. So I need to go up. So if I go down, I will use which one has the shortest? It's got to be the same distance basically. It will be this one. So if I use this one, I should be able to get this just right. That completes that, and there you go. Not very difficult. Now we can go up. So this is where the explosion happened in the tower at the start of the game. As you can see, this is the tower where somebody jumped off wearing a flying wingsuit and landed somewhere into the abyss. We can't see. There's this liquid thing here is arguably the hardest puzzle in the whole entire game. It looks simple, but it's bloody not. It's yeah. when we get to it, you'll understand what I mean. It's another one of those things where my brain just doesn't work that way. It just brain farts. Logic. All that logic goes out the window. The letter here. We're probably not destined to meet in this time. Hint, hint. The sun is already setting. The night is approaching, and I fear that this message could not be delivered by letter. If you ever get to this place and observe carefully all the indices I've left you with, especially indexes, that looks like a B. Anyway, you'll be able to open the gate of time. The Oculi Tempest has only allowed us to look into the past, but in connection with this machine, it's possible to enter it. They've tried to seize my device. Oh, God damn it! This text. It keeps messing with my brain. They tried to seize my device, but without success. Therefore, they will need yours to try to change the past in their favor. If you can open the gate, you have to act quickly. Otherwise, the substance might explode. That's what happened before then. So, Da Vinci must have gone through the gate, and entering the gate then must have triggered an explosion. I hope we meet on the other side. Think is that who's the dude who had the wingsuit? If Da Vinci already entered this gate, Follow me, intrigued. So that's a mystery for another game, I guess you could say. Yeah, I remember this this chapter quite vividly, so I remember where everything goes. It's in here. Oh, I do love the satisfying noises that this game has when you click something correctly. It just sounds correct, you know. But it's what you'd expect it to sound like when you pull a handle or slot in some weird cog in somewhere. Okay, so we need to go back to this table. The box goes on the table in this right here. Nice. So first we've got to do is take this lens. Nice. And we go back to the magnifying lens thing, put the lens into here, turn that, which is cool. We can't do anything with this just yet, can we? No, because it has nothing in it. So what we need to do is take the flask. Don't forget the flask, because you'll have to come back later. There's nothing else we can do just yet. So we head back down. Wow. This next puzzle is here. This goes onto here. So this one's not as difficult as it looks. So you move this to change the order on what moves, basically. So this one moves the two in the middle. This one moves the two at the top and middle, and this one moves all three of them. So logically speaking, all you have to do is get all three of these in line, and then leave the top one in place, and then you can just turn them all correctly. So what we want to do is, oh god, turning these is a pain in the arse. Oh god. Let me just move this. And there. That's quite easy. Because I've done this a bloody million times. So before we go back, we need this liquid stuff. So if you use the flask that we picked up earlier and just drop it here. Ooh. 40 years later. Build test file. So what you should be keeping track of is this is from vial 3. This the puzzle is a puzzle later on is linked to the is linked to the valve or the vial number, and it's linked with a symbol and stuff. It's not easy to explain. The puzzle still confuses me sometimes. So yeah, it's not the easiest thing. So looking out, all we need to do is join that up to there, and it should unlock. Ta-da! Some kind of weird crystal thing. So as you see, when you click on it, it says this liquid from reservoir number 3. Don't forget that. Gonna need it. Brilliant. So that, my friends, goes in here. Side of the table. Nice. That's the lever for the last reservoir. Arguably the hardest. This one here. Oh no, it's not. It's for number 1, isn't it? We did number 2 first. So this goes into the top. So as you can see with this one, you can only move it specifically when there's a way to move down or up. So bit of planning in this one. It's not always easy to use that, so if I remember correctly, they all seem to be all end up in the same place, like this right-hand side. Oh. I'll take that. We can't do anything else. No, not yet. Let's forget that for now. So this weird paper... Is it like a plane, it looks like? But it's not a plane, it's just... It's a cheat sheet. It goes on... Yeah. Noise. Then we have a gander in here, and then we just move this up and down until you get the symbols that you need. So the symbols we want is this hexagon thingamajig. There's it's kind of like that. Some kind of code on the wing of this model. I'm certain it's important. So the code, the symbols that you need to remember is the square thing is the H. The circle thing is the H. The square is the weird F snake thing, and the triangle is the weird ribbon. This is very important. So make a mental note of that. Let's do this. Nice. Seems the master mixes a substance using the exact ratio of 3 different ingredients. So what you need to do now is you need to write down or remember how many of these. So there's 4 of these weird hexagon things. Remember on the picture we just saw the hexagons with the H. And there's triangles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 triangles. And then there's 2 of these weird diamond things. And that's basically code. It's 2, a 4, and an 8. So yeah. So while they come in, basically that's your formula basically. So when we come back down here, you'll see what I mean. Do this. So yeah, this is the very difficult. If you don't play this game before, this is probably the thing you get stuck on the most, because it's not obvious what you need to do. So these symbols are what we saw on the picture. The H is there, the ribbon is there, and the F thing is somewhere else there. So these are the tanks, or which we just opened. So these here, 1, 2, and 3. If we use our vision, that's the only hint you're going to really get here. So we know that tank 1 is the weird circles. We know that there was 4 of the circles, and we know that the circle was represented by the H. Right, so we know that circle is the H, which is in tank 1, so we can put this as H, which it already is. So now we need to use our deduction to figure out what symbol represents tank 2 and which one represents tank 3. So we know that tank 3 was the one that we collected in the green vial, which was the triangles. If we look it back up in here, mean, I could just instantly do the solution, but I might as well try and explain it the best of my ability. So if we have another gander on this green vial, you'll notice that it's triangles. And then we know that, judging from this, the triangle is represented in this ribbon thing. So deduction is the F is the square, meaning that the triangle is 3 and the F is 2. That should be the solution. I'm saying this. I think I'm right. This is the puzzle I took the time to understand. So tank 3 was the ribbon because it was a triangle, and this should be the F. It should be right. And we know that it was 2, 4, and 8. The 2, 4, and 8 is basically this here. This has to be a combination of 2, 4, and 8. When you move these, it will give you. It changes the dial. See. So what we need to do then is figure out which one's 2, which one's 4, and which one's 8. We know that the H is, is the circle, which is in tank 1, and we know that there's 4 of them. So this one has to be 4. We know that there's 8 triangles. We know that the triangle is 3, so that has to be 8. That means that it's 2. It's 4, 2, 8. Should be the solution. Now, there's only so many solutions to do this, and if I remember correctly, should be that one's a 2, and then this one should be that 4, 2, 8. There you go. Done. The hardest puzzle is done. Well, not the hardest puzzle, but yeah, the puzzle. This is this can be quite frustrating because if you mess this up, you've got to keep pumping. So this is basically the same as the puzzle from, is it like the crypt with the statue of the knight in, where you press a sequence of numbers, and if you get it wrong, you have to then go back here and pump more gas. So the solution should be, is it 5? I have this in my head, which is very, very odd. It's 5, 3, 4. Number 4 has just gone and destroyed itself, so we need to find another one. So before we do anything else, we have to get this back up and running. We have to get that and that running. If you do not, then the chest that the little cutscene just showed us will not be open, and you'll be severely confused because you'll be like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? It's like Leonardo expected it to fall off. It's like he did it on purpose. We're literally at the end of the game now, which is quite nice. Let's do this in here. No. So it's 5, 3, 4. I think it's 1, 2, and 6. Yeah. If you get the wrong one, you just have to pump the handle again and redo the sequence. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be a steam engine. It looks very steamy. So there's only one thing left to do now, and that is the puzzle that I never got right to begin with. I cheated when I first played this game because this sports puzzle completely killed me. It killed all my help. It killed all my my hype for this game. This fucking stupid puzzle. So this is your puzzle. This is the end game puzzle. All right. Before you continue, as you come here. This is what blew up for after Leonardo made his little time jump. So the end solution has to be that. 3 on the left, 4 in the middle, 5 on the right. And you have to make that. If you don't make that, then the switch down here, as you can see, doesn't pop up. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you how to get to that, and it's, yeah. It's basically trial and error. I mean, if you're good at the water distribution puzzles that you get in a lot of like HUG games, then this puzzle's probably up your alley, but I suck at them. I suck at them so bad. All I remember is that it's something like you put all of it into this side and you keep a 2 in one of the middle or the right. So it's like the bottom feeds the top. Kind of like that. Now, it's either that one, and then that. No, it's not. It's not that way. I did that wrong. It's that goes into there. Then that goes into there. So there's these 3. And then all we need to do is this, and it should complete it. There you go. You have no idea how many times I've done this puzzle. I did this puzzle a few days ago, and I did it at least 3 or 4 times just to get it in my head. Also, I could record this bloody video. But yeah, it's super simple as long as you know the correct sequence. As soon as you start messing around, like dumping too much water in one area than the rest, you'll just go into a cycle of hate. Yeah, but yeah, and that is the end of the game. Jump into the spooky Spainus. So, you don't know who that chap is yet. It's not the guys with the red hood, because, yeah. Why would he jump in here after me? You don't know where this is going to take you. It's taking us to heaven, apparently. Oh, it's too bright. Having wandered some distance among gloomy rocks, I came to the entrance of a great cavern. 2 contrary emotions arose in me, fear and desire. Fear of the threatening dark cavern, desire to see whether there was any marvelous things in it. Leonardo da Vinci. And there you go, peeps. That is the first game done. Yeah, I bought your game. I don't need to see credits. Thank you very much. Oh, maybe I do. Oh, no. Genius. It took 3 hours and 23 minutes. 29 minutes, so 3.5 hours. I could have done it much faster, but yeah. Oh, look how weird Leonardo looks. Scrotum for a face. But yeah. Yeah, I could do it faster, but as I said, I was explaining a bit of the puzzles. But yeah, you can get through this game super quick. I'd probably be able to finish it in maybe just over an hour and a half. If not just under 2, maybe. But yeah. Don't know why I don't know why they find it a need to tell us how long it took to complete the game. Kind of weird. Especially when you complete it in like an hour. I mean, I don't think you could, but yeah. But anyway, that's part 1 done. Very mysterious. There's hardly any. I guess you. They get really story heavy in number 3, and it kind of ruins the whole game. But we'll talk about that when we do number 3. So hopefully you found this enjoyable or less frustrating than I did. I swear some of those puzzles, even though I played this game multiple times, they still frustrate the shit out of me. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, peeps. I really do like this game, and I'll see you in the next one. So yeah, take care, peeps. Bye.